Greetings and welcome. This is pretty much your first view of the Barberville Pioneer Settlement as you drive up, and this is the main office that you need to make a stop at before you go to see all the attractions. We're in Barberville, Florida at the Pioneer Settlement, a great collection of houses and buildings along with a number of small museums located in each one. And this is a Florida scene straight out of the past, complete with moss, a nice old oak tree, in 1919, that would be your signal to get in and get to class because you're running late. This is the Barberville Central High School from, well, just about 100 years ago exactly. This particular Underwood, I was very well acquainted with this model. I had this one in the 5th, 6th, and the beginning of the 7th grade. It had been bought for me from a garage sale. I spent some time oiling it up, and it worked pretty well. I remember a little desk very much like this one in St. Petersburg, Florida, in the 1960s, a long time ago. And here is an entire classroom of them. This old desk has a place for your pencil, and that little hole right there was an inkwell for refilling your pen. We weren't quite on the quill system, but it could be just as messy. You have to wonder how many girls ended up with their pigtail or ponytail in this old inkwell. I attended 74th Street Elementary School in St. Petersburg, Florida in the 1960s. Just like this over 100-year-old high school, our school had an area that doubled both for meetings and our lunchroom with a stage on one end. Here's some examples of clothing from the era, but I was just trying to figure out, is that supposed to be a maternity dress, or is she just trying to carry home the evening harvest? Okay, guys, it has become totally obvious that there are way too many goodies in here for me to make a video and try and think of a snarky comment for every one. But this is a great trip into the past. This is a lot of fun. So many of these things I remember, and I'm hoping you do too. Wow, this room seems a little bit loomy. Look at all these things. I would hate to have to rethread all of these. It takes some time to do that. You set and use those pedals and the patterns you do as you throw that thing back and forth, adding a line in between them so that it knits. And that's how you get the pattern. So it's the timing on these pedals, throw that across the line, switch the pedals, throw it back the other way, and keep doing that as you produce this fabric. This is what the jacquard looms did. The cards would automatically press the pedals, and each time it incremented one, it would throw it back and forth. To get a repetitive pattern, just tape the ends of the cards together so they make a continuous loop, and you get some fancy pattern. This is an incredible collection. I mean, I've seen some collections in the mountains, but this thing's huge. Opening a can all those years ago appears to have been quite an undertaking requiring numerous specialized devices. Look, we seem to have located the pressure cooker prop from the original Son of Flubber. Just sitting around here waiting to make bouncy rubber balls. This place has quite the collection of kitchen tools and doodads. If I remember right, that thing is a cream separator. And when you want to squeeze a little orange juice, this thing will squeeze hell out of an orange. I think it'll do quite a job with a lemon as well. Apparently that was for somebody who wanted just a teensy bit of ice cream. And weird contraptions like this one would peel an apple in no time at all. And yes, that is the ice box you hear running. No longer needing ice and running on a refrigeration system. I know it says do not open, but I'm so tempted to see if it's cold. But we'll just assume that it is. And there was a time when your replacement for your ice box was fun. See, it had a ball. I'm telling you, if you're interested in the past, these people have the implements in spades. Here's all the things for a cobbler, a person that makes or repairs shoes, including the stands and plenty of stuff that I don't know the name of. Interesting juxtaposition here. We have a settee and a couch. Not exactly sure why, but my grandmother always called these smaller ones settees. The bigger ones were couches. And that is just a dugout canoe. A pretty big one, though. You could probably get 4 guys out for a little fishing with that, huh? Or a little sinking, judging from the holes in it today. Oh, look. This is for dipping and making candles and letting them hang to dry. Well, you can actually see it. These have some wax on them, and looks like somebody started but never finished the process unless they wanted a super skinny candle. Yeah. You all can make up your own minds about that one. That's quite a bit of candle making goodies in here. And something you'd rather not meet in the wild. Ooh, these are trays for honey. The honeybees form their wax on this and fill them with honey, food for the hive. And if you steal a few now and then and you're careful about it, food for you too. Oh, this is neat. This little thing, you place those trays inside of it, crank the hell out of it, they spin around, and all the honey, after you've cut across the ends of the cones with a knife, gets spun out into the container below. The centrifugal honey extractor. Yeah, I know that's probably not its name, but that's the best I'm going to do. Oops, I stopped too soon. That thing with the bellows on the back of it is a smoker. They would smoke the bees first. Why that would calm them down, I don't know. Maybe it was the smoke they put in it. But they would smoke the bees first when they were going to rob the hive of a few of those sheets with honeycomb. And that is a smoker. I still have the one that belonged to my grandfather. Okay, Barberville's Pioneer Settlement is huge. This is going to definitely need more than one video. There's layers of buildings going back, and each one has incredible stories to tell. Hey, we've even got a caboose hanging out here. I don't know if it's still open. I've been in that before, and it's pretty neat. We have to do a little more looking around today, but I'm thinking another trip is going to be in order. Maybe a couple. Here we go for all the train aficionados. A walkthrough of a caboose. Oh, it says enter. Uh-oh. Look what I just noticed. Someone has opened up the caboose. So we're going to try out my little wide view sports cam on this phone and have a look. You know, it's Florida. No matter what it is, it has to have an air conditioner. Air conditioners are not optional in Florida. They're required. Huh. Looking where you've been? Looking where you're going? That's funny. I thought I was coming in the back of the caboose. Apparently I came in the front, judging from which way those chairs are looking. Okay, let's be a little nosy here. Yep, that's the can, man. And I bet you in its day it dumped right out on the tracks. They usually close these things when they were at a terminal for that very reason. Didn't need some old lady standing by the side getting her shoes splattered because some guy was using the bathroom. Yep, apparently that's the front. Or maybe they just turn the chairs around depending on which way they're going. Not particularly knowledgeable. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling a little nosy. I don't think this is another can, but we'll take a peek. Oops. Nope, just a place to store some cleaning tools, see? And for me to make extra noise. See if I can get myself thrown out. Probably not. I just joined as a member. I gotta say, this place is really neat. So this was bonus footage. Just shot on my cell phone action cam. I think I just found the woodworking shop. Looks like they might have been a bit of a Cooper too. Here's a pedal. I guess it's a pedal. Yep, pedal lathe. You pump it hard enough, spins that piece of wood, and you can trim it to the shape of your favorite table leg. There are days this would feel good even in Florida. Today's not one of them. It's nice out today. Oh, now there's an interesting drill. Kind of an auger with two-handle crank. Must be for doing some of that oak. That stuff is hard. Look at the selection of planes up there. Let's get in there a little bit. Wow, what a collection. I have an older one a friend gave me, and one that used to belong to my dad. But they're not this old. See what else we got in here. I don't know what this is. Let's get closer and have a look. Huh. Okay, I still don't know exactly. It does appear to be a lever for cutting or pressing. It's got a gear in it. Let's see, get you a better look, because some of you are going to know what this is. And I don't actually have a clue. Maybe it cuts off a... Oh, it looks like it slices a corner into something. Oh, this is some kind of joiner, I bet. Okay, somebody out there knows exactly if that's right. So, it's what comments are for. Plus, it's a cheating way for me to get you to leave a comment so that I'll get a chance for this video to be seen. Apparently, the Friends of Santa have been elving it along here a bit and making a few toys. Some draw knives. And a vise. Ooh, that's a nice looking sharpening wheel, yeah. We could hone something with that. Man, cut down a big tree. I used to visit my uncle in a cabin much like this one. He still had an ice box. No electricity. He was blind, so he said he just didn't have a use for it. And he had the pump out front. No internal running water. He even had an outhouse. Yeah, my Uncle Bud, I think the one thing he enjoyed was his battery-powered radio, and that was the extent of his interest in technology. He still had a wood-fired stove and still split wood. He liked being independent. He's been gone a lot of years now, and seeing this cabin kind of makes me miss him. Yeah, I know, that was just a little too sad, so we have to go back and talk to the cat. He says, "All right, you're being a pest. What is it you want? Why are you bugging me? And don't tell me you're not talking about me, because I see you pointing that camera at me. And I'm going to wander over there till you scratch me behind the ears or something, right?" I think that's exactly what he's doing. Nope. He said he's just traveling that way. Wow. He's just going to be kitty.